All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of February. Getting ready to take down some Beaujolais tonight. That's right, we got a few extra seats for this tasting here at Cafe Max. And hey, you know what? We're rounding all the bases. We're trying to cover everything. And this year, we've got some new themes. We don't care if we have 100 people at these tastings. We're trying to expose you, our wine drinking people, to some new wine. Some exciting stuff like this tasting coming up a week from tonight here at the store, February 25th, the Wines of Verona. Yes, it was scheduled at Cafe Max. We had to move the dates around, so I figured, what the hell? I love wines from Verona. I love the Valpolicella, the land of many cellars. We had our good friend Armando Fuminelli in last night at the Maikai for an incredible event. His Amarone Octavius, one of my favorite wines in the Verona section. And Valpolicella is an area that's been producing wine for over 1,000 years, an ancient wine region over near Venice in Italy, and the grape here, Corvina, the most important grape, Corvinone, and then in the white wines, Grechetto and Trebbiano. And they make a little sparkling wine over here too, Prosecco, close by in this region. And should be mixed with peach nectar and turned into a Bellini for the most part. But hey, it's from this region, so we are showing a great selection of wines from the Veneto, and we're going as far north as Colleoni and Talle di Friuli. Yes, if you can say that. We're going to be showing the wines of Michele Moschioni, one of my favorite producers. We just did an email on these wines. We have a few things left. We sold out of the Pignolo and Schiappatino from 04 immediately, but we still have a few other vintages of these varietals. I thought it would be fun to show. So we got Valpolicella, which is the entry-level wine here, and they have two different styles. You have the Rapassa, which is the only wine other than Champagne that goes through a secondary fermentation after its original alcoholic fermentation. Yes, they take the grapes from the Amarone, which they dry for up to 3 months, and after they vinify them 3 months later, they take the Valpolicella that's sitting in tanks and pass it over the must that they've just crushed. And there's still some sugar in there. There's still some yeast, so it goes on through another fermentation, which kicks up the alcohol level, which is why our Tommaso Bussola Rapassa Valpolicella is close to 15% alcohol, whereas the other Valpolicellas are much lighter than that, 11.5 to 13% alcohol. And then, of course, we've got Amarone, one of the greatest wines of Italy. In 2010, it was just raised to DOCG status, which means that's the highest classification in Italy. Before that, it was just DOC, just like Valpolicella. A little confusing to me, but Amarone is a special wine. They dry the grapes, and what that does is it polymerizes the tannins, it oxidizes the tannins to make the wine softer, more drinkable on release. So for me, Amarone, you don't need to age for a long time in the cellar, even though you can. It's got a lot of dry extract, and still the best ones have enough acidity to age. But to me, when they are released, they are drinking beautifully. So check it out. Everything we're going to be showing at our Wines of Verona tasting and more here at the store on the 25th. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.